Crossing conventional limits, the MotionCam camcopter opens a new dimension in action photography. Like a helicopter, it will hover motionless, move in any direction, up to 50 miles an hour.
You can't feel it by the seat of your pants.
You don't feel it.
Okay. The first time a helicopter was used to shoot a major motion picture was 1962. The movie was called Satan Bug, and it was written by Michael Crichton. Hi, I'm Richard Hart. Welcome to the next step in technology. Years later, helicopters are still noisy, expensive, and often hazardous. But an enterprising pair from Austria hopes to change all that. Here's a shot you wouldn't want to try with a conventional helicopter. It's too close to be safe. Too much dirt kicked up by the prop wash. Besides, you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. This is a job for Camcopter.
Crossing conventional limits, the MotionCam camcopter opens a new dimension in action photography. Like a helicopter, it will hover motionless, move in any direction, up to 50 miles an hour, and climb to an altitude of 300 feet. Unlike a helicopter, it can operate from the ground up, in close quarters, even indoors, and not kick up a tornado. It's movie technology that you're going to see a lot in the future.
Do you remember the first time you flew a remote control helicopter?
Yes.
What was the first few times like?
Well, actually, when I flew the first time a helicopter, I was in the air for 5 seconds and I crashed. And then I sold everything. I said, that's it. I cannot do this.
Austrian Alphonse Mels Colloredo is the inventor of the camcopter. It's not a hobby kit, but a completely hand-built platform that'll carry a 20-pound custom-built 35mm camera suspended from a remote-controlled pan-tilt unit.
Got a generator. This engine comes out of a chainsaw. This engine is a 60cc two-stroke engine, and it's got 6.5 horsepower. We really needed something very, very reliable, and the most reliable engines are chainsaw engines because they have to work for years, and nobody cares about them. Nobody services them.
The 35mm film camera has a tiny video camera built inside, and the picture is transmitted from the chopper to the camera operator on the ground.
Now, we're on the black and white video camera now.
Yes. Yes, we are on the black and white video camera on the monitor over there.
And what would this be used for?
You use it as a control picture because when you're flying, you have no control what you're shooting. You only see the helicopter, so the director needs to see the picture. The video camera looks through the lens, and the picture is transmitted to the monitor.
Beyond the remote pan and tilt functions, Alphonse can roll the camera inside of its tube housing.
So instead of rolling
the helicopter, which is not possible, you roll the camera, which gives you the impression of a total roll.
And you can do 360-degree rolls?
Yes, yes.
For our opening helicopter shot, pilot Joseph Jobstel must perch precariously on the roof of a van traveling about 40 miles an hour. It takes both hands to operate the remote camcopter, so there's no holding on. Meanwhile, Alphonse operates the camera controls hidden in the bushes. Me, all I gotta do is remember my lines and keep the car between the lines.
Here's a shot you wouldn't want to try with a conventional helicopter. Here's a shot you couldn't get with a conventional helicopter. Here's a shot you'd never get with a conventional helicopter. I have to stop. This is a job for camcopter. No? For camcopter. For camcopter.
Did you see that?
Wait a minute. Which one's the throttle again?
Now, if you think flying a helicopter is a snap, think again. There are 3 axes of movement. And you've got to do all this without being in the chopper.
You can't feel it by the seat of your pants.
You don't feel it.
Okay.
45 to 50,000 will get you into your own camcopter, and that includes a few lessons from Joseph. The next step, Alphonse predicts his camera will replace all those TV news choppers. He says they'll get there sooner, fly closer to the action, and get much tighter shots. Hey, stay tuned. Camcopter Film at 11.
These things are difficult enough to control when there's no camera attached. This is a medium-sized radio-controlled helicopter. And watch what happens to the angle of the blades when I do this. Forward, back. See how they tilt? That's the way it goes forward, backward, left, and right. And if I move this switch left and right, it moves the tail, kind of like a rudder. And this, of course, is the throttle for going up and down. Now, assuming you can control all of these things at once, you can make it do rolls, loops, and even hover upside down. The best part is if the engine dies, you can still control it all the way to the ground because it auto-rotates, just like the big guys. One this size costs $1,800 to $2,000, but you can get started for $500. That way you won't feel so bad when you crash it the first time.